Hey guys, welcome to RelatableLOA. On this channel, I talk about the law of assumption, not the law of attraction, but I am going to go into a little bit today to explain why that didn't work for me personally and why the law of assumption did work for me. And today I'm going to talk about a personal success story of mine with manifesting my dream car. So I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I tried law of attraction for years, and I didn't really see any results. Like maybe like sprinkles here and there, but just not consistent real results like I see with the law of assumption. So it can only lead me to believe that the law of attraction is not real, and it only really works or seems to work because people believe it will work or have that assumption, aka law of assumption. The only thing that is limiting us is our own assumptions. So why limit ourselves? Okay, so with the law of attraction, I spent years, like I said, really trying to get my dream car. I, in middle school, saw the car that I like. I'm going to insert that car here. And I knew what I wanted. I knew the color, I knew the make, the model, everything, because I saw the car and it just immediately stuck out to me. It may not seem like that fancy of a car, but to me, it's just always been the one that I wanted. And this particular car brand has gotten better and better over the years, and it's just like crazy what you can get, like the bang for your buck. Anyways, so I just knew I wanted this car, and I would try every so often, just like, okay, I'm gonna get this car, I'm gonna save up, do whatever I have to do, because I didn't really know about the law of attraction or the law of assumption. Before I knew about it, I would just be like, I gotta save. And then when I found out about it, I tried to use it to no avail. I would just be like, I'm getting this car, I'd visualize it, tried really hard to get it, and then my parents, I had this story that like I wouldn't get support in buying it, or that it just couldn't happen for me, which if you're working with the law of attraction, it's kind of hard to work with those negative beliefs because you think you have to like get past them or something, when all you really have to do is think a different way. So anyways, I had this story where my parents would tell me like, you can't get this car, like you can't afford it, no one's gonna give you a loan to buy the car. And my parents are not mean. I just want to put that out there. Like they're the nicest people ever. They're just like, we're trying to be realistic, based on what my assumptions I was putting out. They're trying to be realistic because that's what I believed they would do. And of course that's what they're gonna do. It wasn't until I came across the law of assumption and that whole idea in the beginning of 2020 that my life completely changed. And a few months after I really started using it for other things, I started to think, okay, maybe I could use this to get the car that I want. And I just kind of put it out there, like I would like to see other people get what I want so that I can or see proof that I can get what I want. I kind of put that idea out there. And then my sister gets a car from the same car company, Honda, which is the car company that I want a Honda Civic, a blue sedan, like that's what I've always wanted. And my sister gets a blue car from Honda, but a different kind of car. And to me, that was like, okay, yeah, I put it out there that I wanted to see other people get it so I could feel a little bit more belief in it. Not that you have to believe, it's just easier when you do. So I saw her get that, and even though she was in a much better financial place at the time, I still was like, okay, this means I can get what I want. When you see somebody else get something that you want, don't be put down by that and think, well, I want what I want. No, think, now I know that it's possible for me to get what I want. Because someone else can have it, you can have it. And you're probably seeing other people get it because you're focusing on it. So I took it as a good thing, and I kind of just decided this is going to work for me, and I'm going to get my car this time. After all of these years, 10 plus years of wanting this car, now that I know about the law of assumption, I'm getting this car. I just made that decision. There was no going back for me. I told my parents, like, I'm getting this car. And you know what the craziest thing is? After I decided, like, that's what's going to happen and nothing was going to stop me, my parents were supportive of it finally. They didn't fight me about it at all. They're like, oh, okay, well, this is the time to get the new car then. Like, act like it, like none of it's like the old story didn't exist anymore of like me being told that I couldn't get it, I couldn't afford it. Even though nothing really changed financially for me, it was all about the story I was telling. So it's crazy how your outer world can completely change just because I decided I'm getting this car this time and it's gonna work out for me and everything's gonna be fine, work out. Everybody in my life became supportive of the idea of me getting this car, which is really the thing that I felt blocked about before. And I consider blocks just like resistance. You have a story going on that's not positive and that goes against what you want. So I released that story and believed that I could have it, because it was only a few months after I really started learning about the law of assumption, and I had already seen myself get so many things that I hadn't been able to get for years. So I believed I could do this, and the story in my head was that I can have whatever I want now. So it's important to have that self-concept of like, I can literally have anything that I want. And you can get there by using self-concept affirmations, or just by testing out different things and seeing them happen for yourself. So I'm going to get a little more into like when I went to the dealership and actually how I actually made this happen, because there were a lot of nerves there for me, because if you've been wanting something for years and you failed at getting it so many times, you get a little, it's understandable to be a little bit stressed out when it seems like, oh, I'm finally getting this, something must go wrong, or like I tried my best not to think that way, but since I've been trying for so many years, of course I felt that way a little bit. I went to the dealership. I decided, but when I went to that dealership that I went to, it was the first one I was going to, and I decided it was good. The one I wanted, the exact model, the exact color and everything was going to be there, and I was going to get it from this one. I didn't want to go to 5 different dealerships and deal with 5 different things, and I don't like doing that. I just wanted to get my car easily, obviously. So I decided it was going to be there, even though online it said that car was not there, that they only had it in manual, and I wanted automatic. They said it wasn't even supposed to be there. I would get there. I had been affirming the entire way there, like, I'm getting the car today. This is going to be the first dealership I'm going to go to. Is going to be the one. It's going to be easy. I'm just going to get what I want. We get there. I go inside, and the car is literally the first car, like, in the front, in the middle, on the floor, the car that I wanted. The exact car, automatic, not a manual. It was listed wrong online. So sometimes you'll see things like that. You just got to be like, no, I'm getting what I want. Ignore that. I knew I was getting what I wanted. I knew it. And so I get there, yeah, the car's there. I'm like, yeah, this is what I want. And they even like threw in stuff they wouldn't normally throw in. Like I got floor mats just for no additional cost added, like just because I picked the right dealership. And I kind of did put it out there like, I'm going to get the best deal. And so I got like weathered floor mats for free that like were really perfect for the car. Just so many things. Like I got a really great deal on the car. And I remember my dad, he is very like negotiable. Like he, is that even a word, negotiable? Like, yeah, that's a word, right? And he's like the kind of person who's like, if I don't get the deal that I think is right, I'm walking away. And I was like, Dad, don't walk away if the deal is good. Like he like has this idea in his head that's like, it has to be perfect. And sometimes he'll just walk away even though it's a great deal. He's done that to my sisters and they got so upset. And I'm just like, you're not gonna walk away, okay? We're gonna get the right deal and we're gonna get this car. And I could see his face when he was like kind of talking back and forth to the car guy, because he was really helping me get the car. And I could see his face, like he was like, I think we're gonna walk away. And he kind of gave me that face, and I was like, no, we're getting this car today. I'm gonna get the deal that I want. This car guy is gonna give, the sales guy is gonna give us the deal that we want within a minute. And I just kept imagining myself also like driving off the lot with the car that day, even though I felt very stressed out. Like I ignored all the stress. I was like, I'm getting this car, I'm driving off the lot. I just kept imagining myself driving off the lot and how exciting it was. And I ignored whatever the fuck was going on there. Sorry if cursing offends you. But yeah, I just kept doing that. And then the guy was like, okay, here, I'm gonna give you the deal that you want. I'm gonna give you these floor mats for free, even though technically that was supposed to be extra. I'm gonna give you double the warranty years and all this extra stuff, and it was really great, and I got what I wanted. I left, and I left off the lot with my car that day. It felt like a dream. I'm telling you guys, last year when I found out about the law of assumption, it was just like my life before that was just completely different. People are always telling me, like, you're like a different person, like you just seem so much happier. And it's because I feel like I'm not a victim to my circumstances anymore. Like I don't feel that way anymore. I feel like I have power over my own life. And that's what it's so great about the law of assumption, is that you don't have to feel like a victim anymore. You feel powerful. And I really recommend for anybody that's trying this stuff out and just not getting success to go with self-concept and make that your main priority. Like, I get what I want, everything's always working out for me, I'm a priority, I'm the chosen one, my life is perfect, I'm always getting what I want, I'm a master manifestor, you know, all the self-concept stuff. Really direct it towards what your insecurities and what bothers you the most. And then also really add like making little lists every day of things you want that maybe seem inconsequential, but just like would be cool to see them manifest for you. Like you may not even really care, but like maybe you want to see a blue butterfly. You don't really care if you see the blue butterfly, but you just want to try it out and see it unfold. Stuff that you have like no resistance to. And then also add stuff that you might have a little bit of resistance to, and then you'll just see stuff unfold and you'll believe it, and it just makes you feel so powerful, and it's amazing. So yeah, that's my story, guys. I am inserting pictures. If I hadn't already, I'm gonna insert them now. But I wanted to show you like how excited I was, and I took pictures with the car, and I just it's just really amazing when you're so blocked for years because you don't understand what to do because no one's really told you, and you have this idea of like the law of attraction, which is very limiting, and then you get to this idea of the law of assumption, which is like there are no limits. You create by your assumptions, like not really creating. The life is reflected back to you based on your assumptions. My dogs, they're over there looking out the window. Sorry. But yeah, that's why I created this channel, because I just wanted to share that message and share my experiences and help other people who really haven't gotten to that conclusion yet, that you are literally the creator of your world. And yeah, all right, guys, have a great week. All my coaching and information is down below. If you're interested in anything, affirmation packages, coaching, that's all down below. My Facebook group is starting a challenge today. I actually got to get on there and announce the winner of what we're gonna do, because people vote on what we want to do the challenge on, and I gotta go figure out what that is, and we're gonna start today. All right, guys, have a great week.